Today, I want to talk about one of the biggest myths about weight loss, dieting, and especially belly fat. For decades, people have been told the same thing over and over again, and most of us have accepted it because it's repeated in schools, health programs, and even by major industries. The myth is this: losing weight is just about eating fewer calories than you burn. All foods are fine as long as it's in moderation. Sounds familiar, right? This idea has been heavily promoted by the food industry, but here's the problem. A small amount of the wrong food can completely sabotage your progress. Let's break this down. There's a hormone in your body called insulin. Insulin decides what happens to the calories you eat. If insulin levels are high, your body stores calories as fat. If insulin is low, your body burns those calories for energy. And what raises insulin the most? Carbohydrates. So, comparing 100 calories of steak with 100 calories of soda isn't fair. They might have the same calorie number, but their impact on hormones is completely different. Soda spikes insulin, while protein and healthy fats don't. I've seen this firsthand. People often say, "I hardly ate any carbs," but then admit they had a glass of wine, some bread, or a small snack. They think it's minor, but even a little bit of carbs can raise insulin enough to shut down fat burning for hours. Now let's talk about another hormone, cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. High stress raises cortisol, which can also raise insulin. On top of that, cortisol disrupts sleep, and most fat burning actually happens during deep sleep. Another factor is fiber. Eating an orange is completely different from drinking orange juice. The juice spikes blood sugar quickly, but the whole fruit doesn't, because fiber slows everything down. That's why natural, whole foods always behave differently in your body compared to processed foods. For example, a baked potato is processed very differently in your body than refined starches used in packaged foods. The more refined something is, the faster your body absorbs it, which means higher insulin spikes. The quality of fat also matters. Healthy fats, like omega-3s from cod liver oil, support your brain and overall health. But the same amount of calories from processed fats, like Crisco, can be harmful. Same calorie number, completely different effect. Here's another overlooked piece: appetite control. If you eat foods that don't satisfy your body's nutrient needs, you'll constantly feel hungry and crave sweets. On the other hand, nutrient-dense foods keep you full and satisfied, making it easier to naturally eat less without forcing yourself. And yes, some people, like athletes or younger individuals, can handle more carbs because they're metabolically flexible. But for people who struggle to lose weight, the calories in, calories out model rarely works. Even sugar types matter. Glucose can be used by all your cells, but fructose has to be processed by the liver. That's why high fructose corn syrup is especially damaging. It overloads the liver and causes inflammation. Natural sources of sugar, like fruit, usually come with antioxidants that protect the body. Processed sugar doesn't. So here's the takeaway: if you've been stuck trying to lose belly fat, stop relying on the calorie counting myth. Instead, focus on lowering carbs, balancing your hormones, and eating nutrient-rich foods. Approaches like a low-carb or ketogenic diet combined with intermittent fasting can make it much easier, since your body naturally shifts into burning fat and your cravings disappear. When insulin is low, you're not constantly hungry, and you can go longer between meals without snacking. That's when real, sustainable fat loss happens.